Dave Palumbo here, and Olympia week is upon us, and just because of that, I'm going to offer you a very special deal at speciesnutrition.com. 30% off the entire website. That's right, 30% off the entire website. Just use coupon code Olympia30 for this special Olympia week from now through Saturday night at 11:59 p.m. That's right, 30% off speciesnutrition.com just because it's Olympia week. Guys, enjoy the broadcast and check out the specials at speciesnutrition.com. 30% off, use Olympia30, free shipping on orders over $100.
Old School Bodybuilding Clothing Company and Species Nutrition present RXMuscle's Olympia weekend coverage. For those that lose their mind if they haven't eaten any protein in 3.5 hours, OSBBC.com for the hardest training athletes.
Here with George "The Bull" Peterson, formerly of Classic Physique, making his 212 Olympia debut. And George, first of all, I just came up to you right now. You and I, both from Long Island, we live essentially 15 minutes away, but this is the first time I'm seeing you in person since you went 212. Right. You're like a different human being right now.
Yeah, I mean, the work that me and Justin have put in together to create a new version of George Peterson III is definitely paying off, and we're going to definitely show you something special tomorrow when I step on the 2020 212 Mr. Olympia stage.
Well, for the longest time, there was a debate as to whether or not you truly belong in Classic Physique or you should move up. Now that you moved into the 212, what have you learned about yourself, your physique, and in a sense, what did you not know coming into this process that you're learning as you go into 212?
Well, I mean, I've learned that, definitely that my body wants to grow. When I allow it to grow, it wants to grow. It doesn't fight against me when I want it to grow. And during this prep, the one thing that, that we learned is that we can have that great balance of fullness and conditioning. Because when I prepped for Tampa, we went more for fullness because we wanted to make sure we didn't look too stringy, because we know we were going against better bodybuilders, bigger guys. So we wanted to come in there fuller, but I think that took away from that conditioning that I was known for in Classic. But in this prep, we found the balance where we're going to bring both that fullness and that conditioning, so we just bring that total package,
When you look at this 212 lineup, maybe not in terms of competitors individually, but in terms of what you need to bring, in terms of your assets, in terms of what it is that you bring in your overall package, what do you think gives you the best advantage in 212 as opposed to, say, in Classic Physique?
Well, I believe that my aesthetics that I'm going to bring to the 212 is going to stick out like a sore thumb, I believe. And I truly believe that if you see something that looks different and is good at the same time, your eyes go to that and it stays to that. So I feel like, me bringing the kind of look that I'm going to bring, which is, top quality, professionalism, and like I said, aesthetics, pleasing to the eye, I believe that's going to, stand out and lead me to the promised land in the 212 division.
George Peterson is going to win in his 212 Olympia debut because
George Peterson is going to be the best bodybuilder on the 212 stage, period.
Quick question. There is no more debate as far as what George Peterson needs to bring, what you had that debate in the Classic Physique. Mm-hmm. How does that feel now that you don't have that limitation, in a sense, in terms of your physique, in terms of what you wanted to do growing into a show?
I mean, it feels great, because that was always the one thing that I always had to deal with, like the heckling when I was in Classic. Oh, you shouldn't be in Classic, you should be in 212. But oddly enough, it's like even when I made the switch to 212, then all this open talk started. Oh, you should go to open. Like, geez, I just switched to 212. Give me a chance, But no, it's just a better feeling. I feel like now I'm in a place where I truly can excel, because having to go down to that weight constantly over and over, it's hard to improve. It gets to a point where it's almost impossible to improve. So now I feel like I'm right at home, and I think I have a couple of years here in the 212. And if my body tells me it's time to grow and move on to the open, then so be it.
Take us out with a shot here.
Oh, with a shot? Okay, let's see.
GP3, George Peterson, set to make his 212 Olympia debut. George, good luck, and as always, thanks for the time.
Thank you.